All right, welcome to the Panther Pad Podcast. We have another great show for you. I am General Mike Payne of the original Black Panthers of VA, National General under King Rick, and I have with me
Lola Truitt, a Panther soldier.
Right. Today we have a good show. We're going to be talking about the doll test, and self-hate that's going on within our kids. Their self-esteem is being erased. What else?
Subliminally, we're being programmed to hate ourselves.
Absolutely. And we also have a guest that we're going to bring on, a very special guest. So it's like his home, but, still a guest to the show. So we'll jump right into it. With this doll test we were just speaking of, and I know some of you have seen it, they asked the children, what doll is ugly, which one is bad, which one is dirty, or which one is nice. And they always point at the black one. And that shows the programming that our children have been subjected to. So, when you watch cartoons and you see the cowboy hat that's black, it's always the bad guy. You see the cowboy hat that's white, it was always the good guy. When there's just a whole bunch of scenarios throughout the cartoons. And our music is another thing that we're getting a lot of messages that our kids can't really digest just yet. And a lot of them are being misled, and it's hurting them.
And especially their young girls.
Right, yeah, especially.
The music culture, they'll always talk about light skin, long hair, something racially ambiguous, Hispanic. They never really try to say that being a black woman, a full black woman, is beautiful enough.
Right.
So that makes you feel inadequate as a black woman to the point you want to look like everything but what you really are. Or
claim to be mixed with
something else.
2% of whatever you have in you that's something else.
And then it gets to the point, like, you say you're a Native American, the one you paid for, or is that actually,
Got that too.
Yeah.
So these are things we have to correct. We're destroying our kids mentally. I like some of the music too, don't get me wrong. Some of it's, cool, but to a child that can't really understand, you're letting them listen to these different things, and these images are being put in their mind, and the disrespect of the women, and whatever else. It's a lot of that going on, and I know you think, he's a kid, he's just bobbing to the beat. No, it's really hurting them, and they're growing up with different ideas and I guess different lessons that they shouldn't be subjected to at that age. And even the things they're watching on TV, like we said, with the cartoons and even Disney, they've had to do that. Like we said at the beginning of the time, Jim Crow.
Yeah, Jim Crow had, during that time, they used to do minstrel shows.
Right.
Chitlin Circus shows with black people doing blackface.
Yep.
And
propaganda. It
was propaganda, but it also dehumanized us.
Right.
They had characters that didn't even look fully human, looked more animalistic. And I say those were black children. Disney got busted a lot for their racist cartoons to the point they had to redo Fantasia because they had, little centaurs that had nappy hair, according to them, that were servants for the white centaurs. So they had to get rid of that. It was a lot of messed up stuff for black children to see back then.
And they're still doing it. So
yeah.
And even when you go to look at some of the movies that are out, they don't always have two black parents. It's always a mixed interracial couple. They're taking away the black parent, black love, the Cosby family. They're taking that stuff away.
Said the same thing.
Yeah.
They had to fight to make sure that his mother was a black woman.
Absolutely. So these are things we have to really check. I'll have the link, or actually give you a little snippet of the doll test right now.
Which doll is the pretty doll? Which doll is the nice doll? Which doll is the bad doll? Which doll is the nice doll? And why is that doll pretty?
Because she's white and he has 2 eyes.
Which doll is the ugly doll? Why is that doll ugly?
Because he's black.
Which doll looks most like you?
Black. Me?
Yeah, which one looks like you?
And that one.
Okay.
That doll.
Why is she the bad child?
Because she's black.
And why is he the ugly child?
Because he looks like he white.
Why is he the dumb child?
Because she has dark brown skin.
Why is she the bad child?
Because she makes fun of everybody else's skin color.
Show me the child who has the skin color most adults like.
And show me the child who has a skin color most adults don't like.
Child.
Dumb child.
Okay, why is she the dumb child?
Because she has black skin.
Show me the mean child. Why is he the mean child?
Because she's brown.
Show me the bad child. Why is he the bad child?
Because she's black.
Okay. Show me the ugly child. Why is he the ugly child?
Because she's brown, black.
¿Cuál es bonito? ¿Cuál muñeco es feo? ¿Cuál muñeco es malo?
Ninguno.
¿Cuál muñeco es malo?
Este.
¿Y por qué?
Porque, bueno, este es moreno y este es blanco.
¿Cuál muñeco es feo? ¿Por qué?
Porque a mí no me gusta el color café.
¿Cuál muñeco te gusta más?
Este.
¿Cuál muñeco es bueno?
Este.
¿Y por qué?
Porque no me dan miedo los güeros porque tengo más confianza con un poco más así como este, no tengo mucha confianza.
¿Cuál muñeco es malo? ¿Por qué?
No sé.
¿Cuál muñeco es feo?
Este. No sé, es que me parece que está un poquito, ¿cómo te diría? Más moreno y no se ve tan blanco y no tiene mucho aspecto.
And can you show me the doll that looks bad? Okay. And can you and why does that look bad?
Because it's black.
And why do you think that's a nice doll?
Because she's white.
And can you give me the doll that looks like you?
All right, welcome back. Now we have with us, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the shepherd, a.k.a. the man with the stick.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, truly a pleasure being here.
And it's not a stick, okay? It's a staff.
It's a staff.
He gets on us about this all the time. It's a staff.
Don't disrespect the staff.
Don't disrespect the staff, all right?
I'm sorry.
The rod of
I
Ash.
heard that sound.
Right.
Yes.
I heard that sound.
So
Sorry.
the reason why this is important and very special is because he is actually my very first soldier. Very first soldier. From the beginning when we started, you know. So go ahead, you know, go with your questions first.
So when and where did you meet the general?
I first met the general. I was actually an assistant director, stage manager of this play called The Warfare Within, giving auditions and everything. And my brother here, General Mike, came and auditioned, and he played a character, played it well. It was a great production, and from there, found out the brother here was doing the same thing I was doing, and we was hitting the community, serving the community, trying to help all that we could. And you know, in the beginning, I was trying to reach out to NAACP and trying to do work there. Found out that he was reaching out to the original Black Panthers, and so you know, it was just actually a good meeting. It was like fate, because he was going his way, I was walking that same road, and how can two travel if not in agreement and everything? So we was in agreement to serve our peoples.
So I guess it's like the universe brought y'all together.
That's what I'm
because you have
trying
the
to
same
say.
energy.
Yes,
I
yes.
love that. And another question I was going to ask you, how has being a Panther changed your life and how has it impacted you?
I mean, actually, it's given me great joy to be really real, to serve up under my brother here, General Mike. It has been a joyous trip. You know, it's been hardcore because, you know, brothers come in and go. They was reaching for some type of reward. But to do this, first and foremost, you have to have that love for your black community and have a servitude heart. Because, you know, this is not just for the faint at heart. You know, it's going to get rough. It's going to get tough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be late nights. Cold nights, like up in New York when we standing out there waiting on for Charlemagne and all of them just to sit there. And I mean, it was cold, just real cold. And we see a brother there with no shoes on and
no socks,
nothing. I mean, he was eating that and taking that like a champ. He was like, I ain't cold. I'm good, but
No socks or shoes?
Nothing,
man. He was taking it, but just to see General. Everybody sit there and try to help the brother out, and that's what I'm saying. It's just when
he
you
has some
see,
mental health issues too.
right.
Some things going on.
So just to help and everything, that's what I love about all that, and the reason why I came to serve and everything is because, I mean, just to empower our community, to enlighten and to ignite, let's say, the fire in our youth. You know what I'm saying? Letting them know about that rich blood that flows through us, that we're not what, you know what I'm saying, the history books, Caucasian neighbors and any other race says about us. We're more than that.
Yes.
And many times when we were walking through the community, the first thing they thought was, what are y'all, step team?
Man,
or
when we first started, rap group.
I mean, y'all rap group. Hey, show me something, you know what I mean?
Gangbangers.
Right,
We've been called everything.
It was.
No matter what was on the shirt, it didn't even matter.
They didn't even read that,
I'm
but.
just going to bypass that. You're a step team, aren't you?
Man, we heard it all.
We heard it all, but just to sit there and continue to go through it, you know, like my brother was saying, when we put that, laid that foundation, it's just that it was hard to see, you know, because brothers, we didn't have that in transportation, you know, it was going in and out. We needed that unity because that strength comes in with that unity, but now, just to watch it all grow.
Right.
And everything. And so I just really want to say thanks to my father, thanks to the biggest, baddest Panther on the block, King Rick.
All right.
And most definitely to, you know what I'm saying, my brother here. And it's just, like I said, it's been a joy to serve up under you and serve with all my other sisters and brothers. Because
it's been a pleasure having you.
It is.
We love you a lot.
Yeah, me and this brother been through it all. Like, you know, we done had our little arguments, you know, we done went and ran up in schools together, you know, they disrespecting our children, you know.
Somebody coming in with a stick, and I mean,
they say the man broke in with a stick. This is the man they probably talking about. We ain't gonna say for sure, but you know, this is the man they probably talking about. They say we broke into a school with a stick, you know, but anyway, you know, that was all lies, and we were invited in.
We were invited.
Yeah, we showed ID and all that good stuff. But this brother's been here from the beginning, and he always brings a positive message, a spiritual message, and you know, he helps keep us on point with certain things like that, and he's always on guard, you know. You know, even some of the kids in the community always, where's the man with the stick? Where's the man with the stick? They be looking for him.
One thing I want to say too, being out on patrol with you is amazing because you be stealthing like no one's business.
He just appears.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, he just appears.
A few times you have scared me. You're like, Ashley. He's like, General said you gotta go over there. I'm like, oh, okay.
So yeah, we've had these times, and we've had good times, and we're gonna continue to have plenty more.
Oh yes, yes.
You know, we done been through it all. I think when we went to DC, he had a different trip he was going to. He was like, what, were you one city over or something?
Yeah, I was in Eaton, Maryland, you know.
Right. So, yeah, it's just been a lot. And, we've enjoyed the ride.
I mean, from Shag Fest. I mean, actually, we tore that up now.
We killed it. We killed it.
We killed it. But we were too black.
We were too black.
Yeah, we were too black. That's what they were saying. We were
Wait,
too
no.
black.
What did y'all do for Shaq Fest?
Oh,
The song "Black on Black," and they said it would scare away their white audience. Basically, like
They need to be scared.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was the fact that when you're talking about empowering other black people, not disrespecting nobody else, but just empowering yourself, it's too much for some white people to be
That's
able
why
to
I
take.
said they need to be scared because they empower their people every day.
Yeah, and it's something wrong when we do it. But but he would allow us to go on that stage and talk about, our women dropping it low or gang banging or we selling dope, Percocets. We could talk about any of that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine for his stage and for his white audience.
Yeah.
But when it came to us, as far as, we want to talk about being black, strong, and powerful and having knowledge of self.
No, we can't do that.
We can't do that. So that was an issue.
You mean what? You mean Shaq? Like at the...
Shaggy.
Yeah.
Move, bitch. Yeah. So, but, me and the brother held it down and, we turned things around. We got things popping and it just ignited something else and made what we were doing bigger. So, yeah, it's a great thing. That's about all the time we got. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Nah, just keep saying power on. You know what I mean? Power on. Fighting power.
There we go. Well, this is the Panther Pad Podcast. And as we always say, like, subscribe,
and share.
And at the end of every show, we always say, all power to the people.